Hey everybody, Ken Condon here. I'm going to be installing these Barkbusters handguards onto my XT250. Thought maybe I'd share with you the process of doing that. Alright, this is what came in the package. Of course, we've got our aluminum handguards. We've got all the hardware to mount to the handlebars. We've got the plastics, sort of brush guards. I chose the Jet version. They're a little bit more inexpensive. Same bars as the VPS and the other brand, the other model. I forget what it is. Go to twistedthrottle.com through my website, and I get a little affiliate payment. And then, of course, we've got the directions. All right, first thing we have to do is we got to remove what's on here. This bike came with these folding hand guards. They're more like brush guards, plastic. I actually broke a brake lever when I crashed in the desert last month, and they don't do a whole heck of a lot, except again they're brush guards. So we're going to get those taken off. We've got to take the grips off and all the controls and fit this thing up. Okay, so I've got the clamps just loosely on the handlebars. One thing to note is that there is a long cap head bolt and a short one. The long one goes on this side, on the inside. Otherwise, if you do it the other way, then you're not going to have enough thread to get it in on to thread it. The other side I did wrong. I actually struggled getting that side on, so I'm going to redo that. I'll show you the different sizes. So if I had looked at the directions more carefully, that would have been obvious. Okay. So you can see two different lengths of screws. The shorter one goes on the stepped side. Thread that on. Okay, we're just going to keep it hand tight because there's a lot of adjustment we're going to have to play with. Okay, next it is to mount the bar, and the bar end mechanism will have to get situated first. Okay, so what we've got here is the parts for mounting the backbone into the end of the handlebar end. And so we've got this expander. You can see the little fins that when we tighten this down, you see the tapered little part here fits in here. There are little grooves to get it situated. And then the washer at the end. And then the bolt threads in here, get it all started. And that's that. So we will then slide that in the bar. Of course, we need to put the backbone on first. So that's just to give you the idea of how that works. These parts here, we're not going to be using. They're for a larger diameter, interior diameter steel bars. So we'll set those aside. Okay, so I skipped quite a ways forward. Dropped a bunch of bolts and nuts, and you didn't need to see all that, all the comedy of errors. Anyhow, if they're all mounted now, a couple things to note if you have an XT250 is there are little things. The same with any bike. You have to make sure that things are routed correctly. Like for instance, there's a little wire here. You can see that. I had it going underneath at one point. I could actually go through here, but that's silly. And I had to take this apart to then get that wire to go above the clamp. This wire below is fine. Also look for any sharp edges. That if I had kept it down below, it would have worn through that wire. On this side, the brake line was underneath, and it was causing a really severe kink in here. So I had to take that apart and make sure that the brake line was above it. I've still got some adjusting to do. Get my levers down the way I like them for standing up. And then I'll put the pad back on, and then we're ready to go. So I've got Loctite on these bolts here. These have nylocks, so they're good to go. And these are the compression type bolts, so they're all snugged down. And I'll just take care of that, and I think we're good to go. So that's installing the Barkbusters. They're pretty much the same on all the different bikes. Now I will put on the plastics next, and that's just a couple of screws. The matching blue for, not quite matching for Yamaha, and those will go on just like that. Those brush guards. So there you go, there you have it. Hope that helps. It's really a matter of just righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and then just being patient with the order of things. So one thing also to note is that I had actually started to put the whole bar together and forgot that I needed to put the grips on first. And so I had to take that apart as well. So there was a lot of putting together, taking apart, putting together, until I got it right. So that's it. Hope that helps out. See you next time.